Let's look at examples in which we can apply theorem 2, the lovely theorem that we have just learned. Here we go. O is the center of each circle. Calculate X, Y, and Z. I want you to take note of the fact that you are told that O is the center, which means for you to apply this theorem, one and an important condition to consider is the fact that the center must be given. The theorem itself tells you that the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So under no circumstances will you be able to apply this theorem unless you are told that there is a center or the center is given. Okay, so do not assume that there is a center. Make sure that you do extract information or there is an explicit clear statement that says there is a center. Okay, now that we know there is a center, we can see in case one here, maybe let me label these cases and number each. This is case one, this is case two, this is case three, all right? So as you can see, I've got a case one here, which is the kite, and case two, which is the bow tie or the butterfly, and case three, which is the reflex case. In each case, we are solving for a specific letter. Clearly, X is the angle at the center. And if you trace down the arms of the angle X, you can see they rest on the arc AB, or they are subtended by arc AB. You trace down the arms of the angle at the circumference, which is given as 62 degrees. You also notice that they rest on arc AB. Then we are in a position, having established that, we are in a perfect position to apply the theorem. Let's go. What do we know? The theorem says if you want to find the angle at the center, it is actually twice the angle at the circumference. And in this case, the angle at the circumference is given. It is 62 degrees. So all you have to do, some simple mathematics there. 62 degrees, you just got to double up that number, and that is obviously 124 degrees. Of course, you're not just going to write stuff. Geometry teaches us responsibility. So you would have written from your opening statement that angle at the center is twice angle at circumference. And I'll write that, okay? This is acceptable. Feel free to use this short, lazy form that I am using. All right, that is for case one. We will do the same thing for case two. In fact, what I strongly suggest, if you watched theorem one, of course, and the worked example, I'm sure you are wondering, why am I not setting up the T table here? So remember, geometry means T time. All right, so we will have a statement on one side and a reason on the other. So we are done with case one already. We know that X is twice 62, and we established that this is 124 degrees. What is our reason? Angle at the center is twice angle at the circumference. Okay, number two, same thing. Let us trace the arms of the angle at the center. I want you to make this a habit. So though it is obvious, I'm so sorry, but I need you to make this a habit because we're going to get to examples where things are just complicated. There are many lines right through and through, and it is very difficult to trace this. So let's make this a habit. We trace arms from the point where the angle is formed. So as you can see, I trace the arms from the center because that's where one angle is formed. And I also trace the arms from point C because that's where my other angle was formed. And we have established that those arms rest at the exact same position or are subtended by the same arc, namely arc AB. So again, we will go Y, it is the angle at the center, right? Which is twice the angle at the circumference. So Y is twice 23 degrees. Sorry for being a bit unneat there. So that is 46 degrees for the same reason. Of course, you're not going to do this. You're going to write angle at the center is twice angle at the circumference. All right. Lastly, the reflex case, obviously. The reflex case, we're going to again establish this. We want to make this a habit. So there's my angle at the center formed at point O, and you can see the arrow is making it clear to avoid confusion that it is actually the reflex angle that is being referred to here, and that those are the arms. We see they're on AB. We do the same thing with this angle here at the circumference, and clearly both arms rest set of the pair of arms rest on the arc AB, and obviously then we're gonna put up our statement from the theorem, and that is Z is equal to 2 times 126. That should give us, I suppose, 252 degrees. For the same reason, angle at the center is twice angle at the circumference. All right, do put up a comment, and it could be a question, it could be a remark on how we have presented this. Let us know. We value that feedback so that we can improve these videos. Otherwise, I hope you have enjoyed and that you will be able to apply this as you encounter it in your past papers, in your assessments. All the best. Thank you very much.